Well, good night YouTube, Travis here. Well, this video is not about this moped. Oh no, it's about this one, which I just scored this very morning. This is cool. I responded to a Craigslist ad about a Puch Maxi. I knew nothing about it. And I get here, and they only wanted 125 bucks for it. And, oh man, did I luck out. I was one of the first people who responded to the ad and got my hands on this. This is a 1977. It was made in March of 77, Puch Maxi, and I'm pretty sure this is an N because it's a hardtail model. And these, from what I've been able to understand, are a little bit more desirable. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. You guys have a little walk around here. This is cool. I'm very excited for this bike, and it does need some work, of course. I got the good old story from the seller that it was quote-unquote running last year, but I know that's not the case. However, has good compression, and I'm pretty sure it has spark. I haven't actually tested for it, but this thing is complete. I have all the parts, the two side covers, the ones right there, and the other ones in my basement. I have the rest of the exhaust pipe. I think someone took it apart to decarbonize it at one point and never quite put it back together. That's okay. And the throttle cable did snap at some point, and that's kind of balled up right there. Carb is complete. Overall, this bike, it's not in terrible shape. It was stored indoors, obviously. I mean, these wheels are in really good shape. There's not much rust at all to speak of. Chains are good. Brakes are good. This is just dirt. This will clean up really nice. This nice shade of red here. I'm assuming this is an N. It might not be for all I know, but I do know that this was a base model moped. I can tell you this for a couple of reasons. Most obvious, well, I should say the most obvious, is the lack of rear suspension. It's just that solid piece of metal right there. And because of that, you got a slightly different book rack where it kind of connects up back here and around. So first off, it's a hardtail. This also means it's a much lighter moped and more desirable because of that. I mean, I could even just, like, this thing is really light. I'm going to build this up completely stock. I'm going to have it totally to factory spec, and I'm going to polish it up real nice. I'm going to have a beautiful, reliable stock moped. This is reliable also for the most part, I should mention, but this one's going to be, you know, really, really nice. So my other little inkling that it's kind of a base model is the lack of speedometer. It's got the holes for it. I'm pretty sure it never had one because down here, where the speedo drive usually is, there's just a spacer. So, and also, the wiring block right here I noticed is also shorter. This one's only that 1, 2, 3, 5 terminals. The one on my other Maxi is definitely more. But otherwise, it's the same. It's all original. It's got this same petcock right here. It's going to have to go. Original, you know, brown fuel line. Just about original everything, but it's going to clean up nice. I mean, the spring there is good. It's got some scratches right here, but that's nothing. That's just from storage. I mean, none of these bolts are rusted. This might be the nicest moped I've ever worked on. So I'm very excited about this. I mean, everything from the switches up here are all in really good shape. Just an exciting little bike. Again, this is a 77. And it's got little quirks because of that. For example, the handlebars right here, they come down into a stem like that. On mine over here, it's a little bit nicer. Mine's a 78, remember, because they go into these two how you doings right here, where you can just take an Allen key and switch out your handlebars if you want to. There's your kind of, gotta do a little bit more work for. The only major thing this bike is going to need, and I assume after a carb rebuild and some fresh gas and a new spark plug, it should fire up. The only major thing it's going to need is this tank. Man, can't people just remember to drain their gas when they put their moped into storage? This one's not as bad, but it's going to need a little bit of work. I'm actually thinking of trying the vinegar treatment for this one because it's not nearly as bad as the tank on my other one. So people do use, like, I believe it's white vinegar, and they'll leave that in a tank. It takes longer. but I'm willing to try it instead of going through a whole, sealant process again. And I'll post a video of that if I ever get around to it. But yeah, I mean, everything on this bike is just really nice, and for 125 bucks, oh, very excited. So very excited. It's also a 1.5 horsepower like mine. It's got a little orange sticker there for some reason. The Puch logo on the gas tanks at an angle, it's a little different. But overall, pretty much just about the same bike. Oh, also, the one side cover I just took off. This is really cool. And on the back, I looked at it and I said, what the heck is this? Let's see if I can get this out for you here. I think this is a pump. Like a really old school tire pump. It says that Blue Mel's on there, and yeah, I can hear and feel air. Yeah, on this end, that's air right there. So that'd be cool. It's kind of like a little surprise I found. So yeah, no speedometer, so I don't really know the actual mileage on it. I'm assuming it can't be that much. Rarely have I seen a moped with over 2,000 original miles. People just didn't ride these things. But this is going to be one of the easier projects I've taken on compared to all I've had to do for this guy. But I'm going to leave this one light. I'm going to leave it stock. I'm going to leave it sexy. Alright, YouTube. Well, I'll try and keep you updated on this one as much as I can. And the more and more crazy stuff I do with this one, I'll definitely let you know also. And until next time.